Hey guys, I hope you don't mind that I took you home with me today. I wanted to talk about my hair. I get so many questions about my hair. We're gonna do a routine. I'm gonna do my skincare routine. I'm gonna probably do my makeup with you because I get questions about the hair. And I think that people think that my hair is better than what it is. So I'll tell you the truth. This video is mostly about my hair routine and my hair journey at this point in life when I'm 40 and I'm going through a little bit of a change. So I gave birth 2022. Right after I gave birth, a few months later, I've started to see how my hair, was falling. It was the first time in my life that I've experienced such a big change in my hair. And after that, I've succeeded to get my hair back to normal. I again had volume. But then in the past, I would say 1.5 years, I've seen another change in my hair, which I think it's triggered by just the age, right? My hair started to be more dry and fluffy. I don't know how to explain. I had always like this beautiful shiny hair. I never had issues with my hair, right? Even my husband noticed it. My mom noticed it. So as you're going to see, the ends are they're very different than what they used to be. And I know that when I film myself in the beautiful light that I have in my studio, thanks to my husband, we always have a light that comes from above. So that makes it look like my hair is still very shiny. It's still very shiny, but on the length, it has definitely lost a lot of life. So that's something that I've noticed at the beginning of 2025. And since then, I've tried to do everything and anything to have better hair. The one thing that I did for a very long time, that's why I haven't discussed about hair, I did nothing. I washed my hair, I used conditioner, and I've used no styling products at all. And I've tried to not use a lot of hair tools, but no heat protection, no serums, no treatments, no keratin, no K18, no Olaplex, nothing at all. I just wanted to see maybe all of these products that I was using, it was causing all of this change in my hair. There is such thing, just like with makeup, there is such thing as doing too much for your hair, right? When you become like desperate, like with skincare, sometimes we have issues with the skincare and then all of a sudden we were using everything. And I think I had a period of time when I was using everything. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop. And I stopped for a good few months. Then I was thinking, let me slowly reintroduce products to my hair and let's see what actually makes a difference. Because when you use everything at once without understanding what product does what, you don't know what's actually working for you. So I started to slowly introduce. First, I got back to this because in November last year, my hair started to fall. But guys, it would be like everywhere. I would go in the kitchen and it would be hair around me. The bathroom, Olga, who's, she's more than a cleaning lady. She's like part of the family because we had her for a very long time. And she's like, Andrea, I've never seen something like this. It's hair everywhere. I'm like, I know, Olga, it's like it's falling like crazy. I've noticed that. So the first product that I've started to reintroduce to my hair is this Rene Furterer. This is not sponsored. None of the brands that I use sponsor me for this video. So Rene Furterer, it's called Triphasic Reactional. And I've started to use this because I knew it's working because I've used it before after pregnancy. So basically, you have these ampules, very easy to break because you're going to break the ampule and you have this pipette that you put on top and then you section your hair and then you add this once a week. That's very manageable for me. Everything that I have to do every day, because I know, for example, minoxidil, it's working, I know it. But this is a treatment that I cannot keep up with because I have to do it every day. This once a week, this I'm good with. This is manageable for my life. Because I feel like, guys, with everything on social media, and not only, I can't keep up with LED mask, with the sauna, with the supplements, with my 90 grams of protein, with my working out, with being a good mom, with running a business. I can't keep up with everything. So I cannot have it all in the same time. So I feel like right now I'm really on a really good journey of health because last year it was very, very sick all the time. So this year I made a commitment of just taking better care of myself, and that means hair included, right? So the ampules, you're going to press a little bit here, a little bit of product comes out. I don't press too much, else it's going to like drip all over my face. And then, like I said, I just section the hair. So I've just washed my hair, and I don't know if you can see, there's a lot of regrowth, but it's been, judging by the numbers of ampules that I've used, it's been 10 weeks I've used this product. So this is something that I use for regrowth. Topical products, I think you need to do a combo. What works for me is always a combo. Topical, but also supplements. But I've noticed that my body cannot take just any supplements for hair. A lot of them break me out. I've noticed this with Furterer. This is a French brand, I think. And it's really working. Like, it's really working on making my hair grow. I have to tell you, I am not very loyal to my shampoo. Once I find a shampoo that I love, I kind of like to stick with it for a few months, and then I change it only because maybe it finishes, and I find it stupid for me to go buy shampoo when I have like at least 5 different ones in the studio, because brands will send me to try. But if I were to only buy shampoo, there's one from this brand. It's a new brand. I strongly recommend it. It's called Analyte. It's a French brand. They don't have shipping worldwide. I know it's annoying. But another one that I really like, and I think a lot of you love, is Kerastase. What is it that they put in that shampoo and conditioner that is so good? I love Kerastase. So right now I was using this brand that I've ordered. It's from Lunesi, because I've seen Tamara talking about it, and I really like Tamara. And I trust her. I think that she's very honest. She's one of the people that I trust online. That's what I'm using right now. That's what I've used to wash my hair today. I've noticed that most of my hair loss is here. It's not here or here. It's here. Like, look how little hair I have here. It's crazy. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So I only do this part of my hair, and then I just massage it and continue with my hair care routine. I'm gonna show you something I use. This is something that I think you're supposed to use every night, but I don't. For me, already the fact that I am consistent with this Rene Furterer means a lot. So it's from a brand called Divi. It's scalp serum, revitalize and detoxify, improves appearance of thin hair, which I do have, nourishes hair follicles, detoxifies product buildup. This is the type of product that after you apply it, you feel a tingly sensation. It's more like a burning sensation, actually, if you apply too much. I would say I use this 3 times a week max, if I remember, but more realistically 2 times a week. Now, while the hair is drying on its own, meanwhile, I'm gonna do my skincare routine. I use different things every day, but when it comes to the serums, I'm very consistent. For example, this I will use maybe 3 times a week. It's the Farmacy Brightening 3% TXA, so it's a dark spot toner. So I've washed my face, and I kind of start with this. Next, the serum. So the serum that I always stock on. I'm never out of this serum. If the brand does not send me, which it happens very often, because I'm kind of like ashamed to ask. If the brand doesn't send me, I'll go get it from either online or from Galeries Lafayette at -1 if you guys live in Paris. This is the best. I've seen results last year when I was in Ibiza, and I had my melasma just flared up, and I've seen that this was one of the things that really helped me, along with Dr. Idra's Major Fade Serum. That's exceptional as well. This is easier for me to get here. So Tranexamic and Arbutin Advanced Brightening Serum. So this is one that I always use, but then I just mix, honestly. I mix with these others. This is Azelaic and Kojic Advanced Clarifying Serum. This is great for, just to brighten the skin, especially if you have like texture, yeah, blackheads. And then the third one is multi-peptides and growth factor advanced lifting serum. So we do 1 pump of each. I've worked with Allies of Skin before, and I know people still like ask me, oh, but you've worked with them, it's a sponsor. I don't know what to do to convince you. I truly, truly like this brand. I genuinely like it. I don't know if this is going to work for everyone, but it worked for me. It's just a really good brand. It's very easy to find your routine because they have specific serums and creams for each issue. So if let's say you have, like I do have melasma, right? I'm going to go for the clarifying, for the brightening serum, right? Okay, I'm a little bit red. I don't know why. I think it's because I was using the muslin cloth earlier. Next, moisturizer. Okay, this looks ridiculous. This looks even more ridiculous. I have backups. I do have backups, but I'm not gonna start a new one just because it's pretty. I hate it when I work with brands for skincare. One of the things that you should know is that they always request new products. They never let you use, like if you're a true lover of a product, right? And the brand comes and says, hey, can you work with us on this new project? And they're like, yeah, perfect. I already have the product. And they're like, no. We want you to use new packaging. It doesn't look authentic to me. Like if you see someone with a bottle of whatever, and then hey, I love this product, but you didn't touch it. I don't care if it looks good. You did not touch that product. How would I ever trust you? Anyway, so these are the 4 moisturizers, and I'll explain why so many. So this is the 3-4-5 Relief Cream from Dr. Althea. Exceptional if you have acne-prone skin. It has a lot of niacinamide, so I don't have sensitive skin. My skin loves niacinamide, so I'm going to keep using this because it's exceptional for my skin. If you have sensitive skin, always have backup for this. So I would say this is my number 1. This is an exceptional moisturizer. I do have one of those keys, but I don't know where they. It's an exceptional moisturizer to help your lipidic barrier of the skin. Like it's such an easy moisturizer. You feel good from it. God, guys, I don't know. I wanted to use this, but you know what? I think it's the end of it. The 2 other moisturizer. You already know I love this. I even feel a little bit awkward to talk about this because it's been years. I keep on telling you, oh, this I love, this I love, this I love. But the reality is I will try new stuff all the time because it's kind of like part of my job. So speaking of trying new stuff, I just got Mimétique. I've seen this like pretty much everywhere. I got their regular cream, like just a regular moisturizer, but then I also got their rich cream, and I tend to like more the rich cream even during the day. I kind of do my skincare in like a tank top or something, open like this so I can address my chest, because I have a lot of these lines because I'm a side sleeper. Oh, by the way, let me show you what I bought. Don't buy it because it's not working. At first, you would be like, oh my God, it has such a good grip. I got these from Amazon. And they are just like silicone pads that you apply on your chest in order to prevent the wrinkles from happening. However, I put them on and I found this in the morning somewhere like on my belly. It's not working. It does not stay. Even if at the beginning, like I said, it has such a good grip. And of course, I've applied it without having any moisturizer underneath. I showed you guys this on Instagram. I said, listen, this is not working at all. Like, it's a waste of money. A lot of you said I should get this. I didn't try it yet. This is like something they use for surgery after scarring, like big scarring, because this is pretty huge, I see. So a lot of you said that I should use this here. I only bought 2 of them. They were quite expensive. And the reason why I haven't used it yet is because I was thinking, my God, if this is gonna work, this is going to be stupid money, like wasted money, right? Because I will want to buy this all the time and it's not realistic. I should have thought about it before buying it, honestly. Okay, so it's been a little while since I've applied my skincare, like probably like 5 minutes since I was talking with you. So now I can move on with my SPF. I kind of leave a little bit of time between my moisturizer and my SPF. This is the sunscreen that I use right now. It's a product that I'm not very loyal to because it really depends. When I'm on vacation, I don't even care about, for example, the finish, because all I care for is to be super well protected. So when I'm in Paris, like on my everyday life, I do care about the finish because not everything looks great under makeup. And this one really does. It's from Dr. Althea. And again, it's great because it has niacinamides, it has ceramides. Like I love anything that has niacinamides because my skin really loves it. Skincare is done. I'm gonna do my makeup. I'm gonna speed up this process, else this video is gonna be 3 hours long. This is exceptional. Taking the product lower than where my wrinkles are. This is not a makeup tutorial, Andrea. It's not a makeup tutorial. You can do this. You could just focus on the hair. You could just focus on the hair. That's tough, huh? Once a makeup artist, always a makeup artist. Cannot tell you about this product. I think just yet. Or maybe never. I don't know. Best brush for contouring. I would have loved to use brown, but I don't have any brown one. For some reason, probably left it at the studio. Oh, you know, it's too harsh. Yeah, I think sometimes it's better to not use anything than use black. Makeup is done. Hair is almost dry. This is what my hair looks like. This is what I was talking about earlier, about this. You understand? I need to take a break. Meanwhile, my hair is going to get completely dry, and then I'll show you what I use. I gotta go eat. My mom is here. When my mom says lunch is ready, you better go. You better go, or else. Guys, I ate a little something. That's why there's nothing on my lips. But here's the thing. I always like to still have something on the contour of my lips. It doesn't bother me to reapply something that is a bit more sheer, that gives me, you know, hydration, a pinch of color. But the lip liner is something that I love to have it super long lasting. Okay, my hair is almost dry. Yeah, this is what it looks like. So I kind of color my hair every, I would say, 4 to 6 weeks. Because I have a lot of regrowth, it pushes my hair, right? And it looks like I have so much volume, so much hair, but in reality, I don't have that much hair. Look, that's all I have, guys. All of this is new. And I showed you everything I use topical. I will also show you the supplements. And in terms of doing my hair, okay, please don't judge. Here's the thing. I know that Dyson has like 5 generations after this. This is the first Airwrap. And I know that as a content creator, I should have probably invested in something more recent, but this is still doing the job. As long as it's working, I'm still going to use this. I also love the brush from GHD. But I have that in the studio because I find that it's really nice to smoothen the hair, especially the lengths. So if I'm in a studio and I want to film something or I want my hair to look really good, even if, you know, it's not freshly washed, I will use that. When it's freshly washed, I kind of feel like this is more like what I would typically use. And I have a very lazy routine. Take only this part of the hair and I style it because that has always worked for me. Use the round brush and I don't push it to the maximum heat. I leave it to like medium heat. Then I continue with the next hair section and I just take the top and the last hair section. And now the top looks nice and smooth. I'm gonna do the same thing for the length. And after I do this step, then my hair will transform from this, which is just like the regular state after I let it dry on its own. Okay, to this. This is my hair after the Dyson. It doesn't, like, this will stay for an hour, this little bend. Some people say that I use extensions. Guys, thank you. for thinking that. But no, this is all my hair. There's nothing. It's all my hair. There's absolutely no extension. I'll show you the other product that I use. I know you probably judge me for not using thermal protection. Everything I've tried make my hair looking dry, even more porous. The oil that I swear by is from Kerastase. So I use almost a pump for the length, right? And what's left, I just go over like so. I don't like my hair having volume here, so you will always see me trying to flatten out this part. But yeah, this is my realistic hair care routine every time I wash my hair. Let me take you to the kitchen and show you the supplements that I take. Okay, I'm not gonna show you the mess. Hey guys. So we've got Alexia and we've got Callie over there. Okay, I took you to like the prettiest place in the apartment. I told you guys that we moved here in March and we still don't have furniture. I mean, there's like a chair right there. Anyway, let me show you the supplements. So this is what I'm taking. I take Nutrafol for women. This is their classic version, but they do have a version for men, and they do have a version for women after pregnancy. The only downside about these, I'm not going to lie, is the fact that you need to take 4 of them. And listen, you take your hair supplements, and then I need to take 3 of my magnesium. This is not necessarily working with for hair. It's not for hair, but this is what I'm taking every day, and I feel so good after these. Magnesium biglycinate. This version in particular helps me not have cramps during the night because I always had my muscle cramps. And then I'm taking a vitamin D. I'm taking zinc, and by the end of the day, it's like you're taking 12 pills. I don't like that. Is it just me or... Anyway, hair is looking very shiny in this light. It's looking very shiny in this light. Thank God. It got back somewhat to what it used to look, and it's thanks to a more simple routine. More is not always more. Not when you don't know what you're applying on your hair. So I hope you enjoyed this little vlog at home with me. I'll see you guys later. Bye.